Hope y'all are doing well. Picture looks a little better tonight. We're not allowed to touch these on YouTube. That's why we'll be on Rumble. That's why this is called Let's Get Ready to Rumble. We'll do our main live stream over there on Rumble. I'll be putting the link in the chat. So that's that. All messages. There's no longer no longer a thing for a poll. Well, that stinks. Anyway, I guess we can't do a poll. Hope you're all doing. What's up, Tactical Futtery? How you doing? Mason Ingham, hey, what's up? How you doing, man? Been a while. Hope everybody is doing well. We are just getting everything started for the Rumble chat. We've been doing all our live streams on Rumble. So, got 350 legend for my AR-15 today. There you go. What's up, Chronicles of AI? Cool. I almost bought one of those bolt action BCA uppers because they were just so dirt cheap, and I'm like, I could test a new caliber this way. Thought about it, but I was like, I don't know, $240 right now, and my union set to strike and all that kind of crap. So that's what I got. Oh, cool. There you go. Now you can use it as a bolt-action rifle for hunting there in Pennsylvania before you come back to the good Lord's state of Alaska. So there is that. What's up, Mario? Mario 3804. Is that also Mario Mosen? And it's just the wrong. It's giving me the wrong thing there. Or is that somebody different? Hope you're doing well, man. It is Mario Mose. The one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, of course. So, that's what I planned. Also, it is better for subsonic ammo. Just that Ballistics I told you about. Yeah, cool. What do you think about the 7mm weight? Awesome. Like, I have one. I've got a few videos on the channel. I don't have it handy right now. It is down here, I think, but I don't want to get up. I can't show it to you. I can't show it to you. We're on YouTube. Like, that's why you got to come over to the Rumble chat. So, anyway, yeah, YouTube looks like they took away their poll feature, which is weird. Looks like they took away their poll feature. So, it's kind of weird. Yeah, minimum elk gun, minimum caribou gun, minimum moose gun. Like, it is the minimum for taking all game in Alaska, according to the Alaska Department of Fish and Game, 7mm weight. Oh, still having running lights in your area? When they're on, I mean, we can't control when the solar flares come, but when they're on, we have them, yeah. And when it's not cloudy at night, like it was last night, it's usually got to be really cold, really clear, and then you got to hope for a sun thing. So, for a solar flare, a sun thing, a solar flare. So. Can you hunt moose in Alaska? Yeah, it's the premier spot in the world to go hunt moose. Moose? Yeah. Sorry if I sound like that's a stupid question, but that's kind of a stupid question. Yeah, you can hunt moose in Alaska. Yeah, it's the place to go. I mean, do you see the moose antlers behind me? Mario, you're probably just being a smartass, which is better than being a dumbass, right? Let's just be honest. I mean, there is that. All right, so we've got our link to our real podcast right there. So, oh dang, your ex brother-in-law. Dang. Anyway, yeah. So our SHOT Show's going on. What cool videos have y'all seen at SHOT Show? I didn't go this year because Chook was going and I couldn't stand to be around him that much. But I'm kidding. But what cool things have you seen there? A big metal cattle guard that got dent, but didn't need to buy a ground beef for a year. There you go. Actually, when you hit one in Alaska, you don't get to keep it. There's a waiting list of people who get called. I got called the night before going to SHOT Show last year. I'm like, there's no way. Rare breed getting kicked out has been my favorite. He was on the roadkill list. Oh, okay. He happened to get his own roadkill? Because if that's true, I'm welding a cow cutter to the front of my truck tonight, and I'm going hunting. Dang. So if I'm on the roadkill list and I happen to hit a moose, I get to keep it. He was the first to respond. Oh. Okay, like I'll have to look into that because the law is the law, and so it's hard to do everything the same the right way. So, um, yeah, I got a new PSA lower. I was just gonna, but I've got the PSA 11.5 inch upper that I need to do. Also, the trooper goes to church with him. Oh, there you go. I must have been down in Soldotna where all you Mormons live. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Kidding. Totally kidding with you. So, anyway, we're going live on Rumble at 5:35. I decided to get on here a little early. My family's not home, so that's that. I was trying to decide between getting on here earlier and taking a nap. 3D printing a lower for my bolt action AR upper. Cool. Just make sure you follow all the laws on that. Which there's only one gun law. Free men don't need permission. Yeah. I know. So. No, it was in Wasilla. Oh, interesting. Interesting. That's cool. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. One of those Bear Creek Arsenal lower uppers. What cart? You got 350 Legend? I was thinking about getting 350 Legend. I was also thinking about getting 400 Legend. Up here there is no 400 Legend ammo though, so there's none. No 400 Legend ammo at all. So, man, we only got 3 people watching. So, biggest thing is, are you guys coming to the Rumble live stream? Make sure you're coming to the Rumble live stream. Got 3 people watching, 2 likes. Hit the likes, share, all that kind of stuff. So, Mason will be there. Cool. Thanks, Mason. I appreciate that. Have you been over there before, Mason? Do I not reckon you have a different username there? So, Delta Defense Tactical, 6.5 Grindle. Yeah, they didn't have that. I would have already dropped it. Delta, I would have already dropped the money if it had 6.5 Grindle, because I'm interested in 6.5 Grindle, especially if they had that in like a 20-inch barrel. Like something like a bolt action with 22 would be better, but it is what it is. So I'm getting 400 Legend next week. My gun store is ordering them, and we get it for the same price as the website. Cool. That's cool. Yeah. I just got a lower, but I'm going to put my 11.5-inch upper on it, so that's that. Any CAC uppers experience? No, I don't have any CAC uppers experience. Sorry, I still have the surgery, so I'm leaning back, and I realize I'm not doing the best to my audience there. So CAC, no, but I think Buffman Range likes his. He has a 22 Creedmoor and an AR-10 CAC upper, and he's getting extremely good velocities for like a 19-inch barrel. It's listed as like 19 inches. Could be 18 inches, but I think it's an off one. And he's getting 22,250 velocities from he's like 100 feet per second slower than my 26-inch barrel, 22,250 in a 22 Creedmoor and a 19-inch barrel. So I would say that, yeah, it's definitely that. Hit the thumbs up, guys. Appreciate it. So yeah, I would say CAC uppers are pretty good. Tactical Futtery CAC is good. I have their 17.556 upper. Cool. So, thanks to Delta Defense Tactical. Good question. So, Sis 5 Grendel with 5R rifling. Yeah. Yeah. Could be a good one. Definitely could be a good one for sure. What I really want is one of those Great Lake Firearms 300 Win Mags. You just need to buy one of those Great Lake Firearms 300 Win Mags, Tactical Futtery. Send it to me, and then when you get back to Alaska, I'll hand it to you after I've done all the testing and got the hand loads developed for it. Oh yeah, that's right. 17.556 is the 5.56 neck down to a 17, and it's gotten over 5,000 feet per second, outpacing your chronograph. Do you have which chronograph do you have, Tactical Futtery? That's right. Yeah, I forgot all about that. 17.556 Athlon. We might try it on the Garmin, see if we get any better. Nobody thought something with regularly over 5,000 feet per second would come out, so it outpaced the Garmin too. Oh yeah, that makes sense. 17.556. That's pretty cool. I mean, if you could get those little 20 grain 17 caliber full metal jacket bullets and send them at like 49.50, 5,000, because I know the 5200 is like that. That's the 17 grain bullets, right? But if you could get those full metal jacket, that'd be interesting on body armor. I'd love to test that on body armor. So when you get back up here, man, you're spending too much time hiding in the lower 48. What rifle would you recommend paired with a 7mm Remington Magnum? Mine is a Remington 700 ADL. Don't recommend it except for the fact that it's freaking accurate. So you have to find a good stock for it. Mine, I took the internal magazine out with a good stock. I have magazines that fit up flesh in it. So, yeah. Okay. So I like mine. Depends on what you want to use it for. If you're doing it for long range shooting, Bergara HMR, the Bergara Bergara with the carbon fiber wrapped barrel would probably be my second choice. If you were hunting with it and money was no issue. If money is an issue, then I'd look at Bergara Ridge. I'd look at a Tikka. If you want to thread a barrel for muzzle reduction, that's going to be something. The Limb Saver does pretty good with 7mm mag. That's really all you need. Is if you have if you have a regular bolt action with a tapered barrel, you're going to do fine with the 7 mag. It just kind of is what it is. So your buddy has the Magneto Speed. Cool. PRC experience. Love the 6.5 PRC. 7 PRC. 7 PRC really needs a 24, 26-inch barrel. 6.5 PRC can get away with a 24-inch barrel. Love the one I had, and now I'm borrowing back from my camera guy. so that I can do some hand loading testing with it. So, yep, Savage 110 is a good budget option. It's not threaded though. So, all right. 338 PRC needs to arrive, and 375 PRC would be nasty too. Agreed. 338 PRCs though is going to be based on something totally different. So, sorry, what I meant to say is what caliber paired with a 7mm rim mag. Well, if you have a 7mm rim mag, the only things you need, because you could use 120 grain Barnes TTSX and hunt deer. You could use, I think there's a 110 or a 120 grain VMAX and hunt groundhogs. And you could use one, 60 grain TSX, 150 grain TTSX and hunt anything else in North America. I know 150 grain is a little light for bison, moose, and bear, and maybe muskox, but it's still extremely good as far as I'm concerned. As far as the type of bullet and the projectile, it'll deliver plenty of energy. The 150 grain TTSX. So like, you really don't need anything unless you prefer a bigger gun for those 4 rifles. So if you have a 7 mag and you want another rifle, what rifle should you pair with the 7 mag so that you're covered for everything? Well, if you want those, hunt the 4 big ones in the United States, brown bear, moose, maybe elk, but elk's plenty fine with the 7 mag. Brown bear, moose, bison, 3 big ones, muskox. If you get into a big muskox, like they're thick fur, I would say you'd probably want a 375 Ruger. You'd have your heavy game. Doesn't kick too terribly bad. It's bad, but it's not too terribly bad. If you have a good muzzle brake on there, you'll be fine. So between 7 mag and the 7 mag, I'd have a 375 Ruger, and then on the lower end, I'd have a 22-250 for varmint hunting, coyote hunting, wolf hunting, that kind of thing. So that's where I'm at. So, and then you'd have a 22 long rifle for squirrel and small game. Of course, you need a 12 gauge as well for hunting birds and stuff like that. But yeah. So they have a threaded option now. I almost got a 350 Legend 110 with the threaded barrel. There you go. So Mason, I hope that answered your question. Is that what you were looking for? So anyway, guys, I've got to run before the actual Rumble chat. I'm gonna go make sure I use the bathroom and drink some stuff and pick my nose and stuff off camera. So anyway, make sure you go over to the Rumble link. Will be over there in a few minutes, and that starts at 5:35 in about 12 minutes. So appreciate everybody coming over, guys. God bless. Take care. We will see you at the range.